Hi guys, Lily here. Yes, what you're seeing is not shabby chic, it is steampunk. And well, I'm gonna tell you a story here, and this has been going on for quite a while. On Skype, all the girls have seen what I'm making, and it's not just shabby chic. I do all kinds of things in all kinds of colors, and I have a tendency of forgetting to show everything I make, and also that I'm thinking, oh, they don't want to see that. And also when it comes to tutorials, I'm kind of thinking, well, everybody knows how to do that, and they have been bugging me so much. Yeah, you guys, you to do tutorials and show my stuff, because as they say, not everybody knows that, Lily, and we want to see what you're making, whatever it is. And we were talking about how it will be like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, and that it makes it more interesting. And finally I realized I just have to do that, and so I'm doing it. How often I'm able to upload, that will be a little bit comme ci comme ça, but that's because I'm sharing the internet with 3 teenagers, you know, so it's a battle. So okay, here we go. This here I actually made, okay, don't strangle me. I made it 2 years ago. I know, right? So okay, let me start here and tell you about it. Okay, so the album itself was pre-made, and I can't remember the brand. And this front here with the cogs part was pre-made, but all the textures and paints and whatnots, that's me. Okay, I'm thinking I need to raise my camera just a little bit, because the second I move the album it gets too close. Okay, so this might be better. Okay, so I had so much fun, and the paper line I used was the Steampunk Debutante from Graphic 45. That is just a stinking cool paper pad. I love all the funky things in it, and it's not my usual colors, but I do like teal and so on. And this dress form I used on the front here is like, oh my gosh, I love it. And of course it's full of doodads from my stash, and I have played with textures and especially embossing in this one. Alright, so you can see up front here I made like a rusty effect on the cogs. You see the textures? Yes. And that was so much fun to do. I love embossing and make textures of all kinds. And I used some filigree flowers, a little bit of blingage. You know, I have to be true to myself. I love bling. Some very nice fibers to soften it up. And these are I can't remember the brand. They're all colored in with Lindy's. You see that? The shimmer. And it's so pretty. And a little key. And it's bound with the vintage velvet ribbons I found. And that's a very old haul video I did, and I found like insane amounts of it. So, and I still have some left, but I have sold a lot of it because there was so much of it. And here's more of that fiber, and as you can see it's pretty bulky, and there's a reason for that. Okay, yeah, and the embossing here is done with the first I just did black, of course, and then it's Lindy's, that's the blue parts, and it's let's see, it is the delphinium turquoise, and then it is the Tim Holtz embossing powder. I think I actually had it on here the other day because I used it. Oh, okay. And this lady here is from the paper, and it's copper embossing. Alright, so open up and just do one page at a time. Now, it's not 2 years ago I made this. 1.5 years ago, I think. These metal pieces here, the real deal, I got from Diana. Heidi. And these are some old jewelry of mine. And let's see here. And here you can see more of the velvet ribbon, this time in teal, some filigrees, and these cogs are just so super cool. I will take down the camera after I show the whole thing, so you can see the textures in more up front, and I can tell you what I did. And then this, of course, it folds out, so there's room for pictures. And it's the weight of this that holds it shut. Okay. And here's the next page. See, it's not the easiest thing to hold. And here's a tag. And there's some glossy accents on that, or whatever I used. And more dangles and bling. And this cog here is also from Diana. And then here, now this was also given to me, but unfortunately I can't remember that one. This was a Prima wing, and as you can see, it's not white anymore. It was first painted with black paint, and then the same Lindy's, and then it's rub and buff on top of it. And as you can see, there's a bunch of textures going on, and I absolutely love making these headpieces for the ladies. And lace here is also treated quite well, and this is one of the first items I actually had in my store, and I got it back again now, and it's of course white originally. Okay. So here is the page that makes everything bulk out so much, and I'll show you shortly how that came about. And I love this page. I did some fussy cutting here so I could get a little bit of dimension, and the lady, she is all glossed up, see? And then I had so much fun because I made it like there's actually an engine with a chain here, and there's something in motion. It's in the cogs there and going around, like, you know. And these rosettes are also colored with the same Lindy's filigree pieces and these cogs. And now, okay, see that? It's a book in the book. Yeah, crazy idea, but I had to. And it's actually a paper bag book. And this is, oh, that's come loose. Oh, well, I fixed that. And rub and buff around Lindy's, so you can see that shine there. And here's just, I will do quite a short walkthrough. So there's a lot of tags, and there's places to put the pictures there. Okay, I'm a little bit out of frame, sorry. And here is a really cool tag here, and black seam binding. And I know I got this from Roseanne. Me and Diana, Spare Marbles 2012, we're talking about yesterday how you remember a few things like you can remember who gave you a bead, but not the lace hanging or another button just close to it. It's like weird. So, but anyway, I know that was from Roseanne, Roxy Car 11. And here we go again. And this is fussy cutted. And I actually had to, oh no, that's a what you may call it, it's a pocket, not a big one though, but it's just holding one. And this is a fun picture, I think, and he lost his face. And here's more, and this one's just awesome, also from Emma Hicks, I think. Here we go. This is a Car La Blanche stamp. And there you go, last page. And I got used the tin holes. I don't know what they're called now. I can't remember. Oh, that's the reason. Okay. Next page. Let's see. Next page, have a like a belly band and a really cool tag, and like a little booklet again, right? And this filigree is treated with Lindy's. Isn't that just cool? Awesomeness. And then there's another fun page. You see the hand over there, and that is actually holding the booklet, and it's attached, you know, it's doesn't go anywhere because of that one, and I can just hold it out. Let's see if I can't get it all in the camera, I think. Well, there you go. And it's just matted with the paper line. Okay, and the very last page, this one is a kind of special treatment. I will tell it when I get down to the details. And this is actually bling mesh, and a little flower again, and another pocket. So, but I know that once I actually start putting pictures in, I think I need to actually remove a couple of pages from inside there, because it will be too much in here. So let's see, if you are not interested in the mixed media textures and so on, I did, you can stop the video here. Okay, and I do hope you liked what you saw anyway, like a box of chocolate, right? So okay, let me go down with the camera and I can show you the details. Alright, let's see here now. See, there's the copper embossing, and some places it is kind of perfect, and some places it is a little rough, and I love that. Gives it more interest. And here you can see the Lindy's and the tin holes embossing, and this color is just amazing, isn't it? This lace here, well, I will talk about it later because it shows better later, and you can see that shine. Okay, now this one, okay, I gave her, this is embossed before I actually put the, no, first it was colored with Lindy's, and then I embossed it with clear embossing powder, and then I put glaze on top of it. And even the metal have a little bit of Lindy's. Okay, so I go over here. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot of textures. Okay, let's see. there you can see it's raised. So these were first cut, and then I used actually a cog stencil on top of it, because it had these cool lines in it. You know, of course there's not a cog on top of this, not possible, but it gave these cool lines, made it real rough. And it was painted black, and then I colored it with magicals from Lindy's and some sprays, and also some alcohol inks. And then it was glazed with UT, ultra thick embossing powder. That's why they are so sturdy. And then it's actually rub and buff on top of that to highlight the raised edges. And the cog there is also raised there. Alright, and it's the same treatment around the picture here, but there's no glaze on it, but it's also very textured. You can kind of see that there, see the groove. And this here, as I said, it was white, and it was painted black, and then it's the Lindy's, and it's rub and buff. And this lace here, now this is showing up so well. Now this was white, and I put it in a tray and went over it with alcohol inks, and just put drops here and there, and it's just so awesome. I absolutely love this, and it gives both a little bit of softness to the album, because there's a lot of metals in here, and a little bit, you know, you can touch it, and you know, more interest, and then the pattern as well, all these colors, yumminess. The tag here, that was created with first giving it an embossed surface. There's I did several colors. There's a little bit of copper, a little bit of white, and it was like a ledger type of stamp, so you can see that shine there. And this lady here is of course glazed up, and I believe I used a 3D glaze and a little bit of stamping on top of there, and that was archival. And this is just sprayed again with another blue. And then I did the same with this one, and then it's actually a little bit of Lindy's on top of the embossed resist there. And here's some spraying again. And here you can see another lace that have the same treatment, and it's just amazing to look at. It kind of looks like filigrees too, right? And here's some alcohol, sorry about the glare, alcohol inks on that as well. And as I said, these rosettes were treated with Lindy's. And here is the same treatment as the other page with the stencil and the Lindy's, and I absolutely love that. It matches the colors of the paper line and these velvet ribbons, so nice. Here I did less, and this is Vav embossing, and the colors of the flowers is of course Lindy'd up. And here's one more of those cogs I made. And as I said, the lady was glazed, and this metal balloon was given Lindy's again. And here you can see the smaller cogs. I absolutely loved how these turned out, really nice. Yet another resist technique here. and it's actually distress inks also on this one, and this was linded up. And I'm not gonna take out the little book again because that's just distress inks in that. And here we go. I'm sorry, there's a glare. I do have to have lights, you know. Really, really cool. And as I said, this was bling mesh, and actually it took me a while because I cut it out, and then in each one of these there's a tiny little drop of alcohol ink, so you can color your bling mesh to whatever color you want with the alcohol inks. And as I said, this one was created with ultra thick embossing powder. First it's a wood piece, and first it was painted black. And while the embossing was still very warm, and you have to be quick about it, you have to have your stamp ready and all that, and you press it down in the embossing and it will leave the text on it. And you have to use a rubber stamp because the clear stamps won't take the heat, I think. They will be destroyed. So, and that is Lindy's on top of that, and absolutely wonderful. That's a little bit of a copper embossing again, right? Just distressing there. So there's my steampunk album. So pretty different from the project I uploaded the last time, right? So, but I absolutely love to have, you know, to actually like and be able to make different kind of styles and playing with different colors. And I'm educated a florist and have education within arts as well, so it doesn't matter for me what kind of color it is. It's just playable for me anyway. So, but I know that's not the easiest thing for everybody, but just find a color that is saturated equally with blacks or whites all together. Like all the shabby chic ones are saturated with whites, and if you mix them, they all have to be, say, like 50-50, if that makes sense for you. So it's not so easy for me to explain in English. So there you go. So there's my steampunk album. I do hope you liked it, even though it was something else for me, and that you like the idea of a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. And of course there will be whatever Nancy said. My style, Nancy Martinez, she said my style was shabby chic, vintage glam, no, vintage glam, shabby chic. Yeah. Okay, so you can see it's that, but also this, it's this and other things as well. So okay, sorry, my wire. I hope you liked it, and I speak to you all soon. Bye bye.